climate change is really an interesting concept in the context of Cape. We can see already what it means in Europe, but I don't think that you can simply transport the ideas that apply in the Northern Hemisphere to the Southern Hemisphere and think that they will work. We seem in many ways to be quite fortunate. The maritime presence, which really does surround our key vineyards, seems to have a moderating effect. And that means at one level that we're not dealing with the same heat spikes which are afflicting producers in the Northern Hemisphere. Having said that, we can't be cavalier about the issues relating to climate change. One of which is the question, of course, of scarce resources, and by this I mean water. And although climate change sometimes brings more water than people are necessarily comfortable with, you need the water at the right time, and you need to plan for the possibility that there will be a climate shift, and with that climate shift, less water at a time you desperately need it. So I think learning to be water wise is absolutely crucial. Learning to conserve and recycle water is the name of the game. I think learning to manage our viticulture, to minimize the impact of climate, is something which of course we've started doing, and I think with great success. And those skills need to be adapted and adopted by the players in the game. And finally, we need to make decisions about what to do with existing vineyards to climate-proof them for the decades that lie ahead.
I've been with the farm for 15 years. I've been making wine for them now for 17 years, and I was involved with the design of the winery, with many of the plantings of vineyards on the farm. So my personal winemaking philosophy, and I think I sort of carried on over to the Grendel team, is really, and I know this is a cliche that's been used all over the world, but for me, I'm not even aspiring to quality. I'm completely obsessed with it. You know, my whole thinking, my whole planning. I know some people will laugh about that, but I lie awake at night and think, what is the best for this wine? Must it go in barrel or tank or bottle or filtration?
Our businesses need to be a lot more cognizant about sustainability, because if you create value, that is great, and that is great for shareholders, but adequately sharing that value and making sure there's a balance between how you share the value created between the communities you serve, the shareholders, the employees of your business, as well as the planet and humanity itself, I think is becoming more and more important. The earth is not a place where there is places where humans don't touch at the moment anymore. Humans are everywhere around, and we really need to make sure that we balance our impact on the earth.
Having attended a lot of wine tastings before, was just the idea that went behind this tasting in itself. A provocation and a commentary in terms of climate change in general. So just the fact that climate has changed so drastically, and it is a phenomenon that we're probably experiencing in a lifetime. It was just amazing to hear that in a tasting format as well.